Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chill. I'm just a girl on the internet that likes to talk about the messy shit I see there. And tonight we have Stephanie Thompson of the Resilient Jenkins. If you don't know who she is, that's a miracle. Uh, she's gone pretty viral on TikTok. She has got some content on YouTube as well. Her claim to fame is poverty, basically. And exploiting that poverty and the situation that she has put her children in. But she is going on over a year in a shelter motel now with said kids. Thankfully, I think she has stopped procreating as of now, but we shall see. But I found a very interesting short, I wouldn't say very interesting, her ideas are interesting. So let's check that out.
Is that I actually am becoming grateful for this little stay in this freaking motel. You know, surprisingly, I don't even think I thought I would say that. What a lot of people get stuck on is they sit there with this idea that, well, if you had a perfect home, all of your problems would be gone. And
we're going to stop there. I don't know who thinks that having a perfect home is going to make their problems stop. I also don't think she realizes exactly how much money it takes to run a household. Even if you're just renting, there are other bills that you have to. She doesn't pay bills. I think she may have paid her car note and the phone bill because this is how she gets paid. Other than that, I don't think she knows anything about household bills or maintenance or anything like that. But everybody is well aware that the home is not the problem. The fact that you don't have a stable one for your kids is in fact a problem. Especially after you would a viral moment and people were filling up your Amazon wish list, sending you gifts. She got money, like she was monetized. I think she still is monetized. And you squandered it. It just is insane to me. It will never stop being insane to me. But nobody is delusional enough to think that if you had a perfect home, all your problems would be gone.
even I was in that mindset where, okay, it's the home and that's what needs to be fixed.
It does need to be fixed.
That's not the case at all. 30 some years to come to this conclusion, but it's not the home, it's the people within the home that make the home. Okay, be mindset about your environment. You're going to carry that to your next environment, a state of gratefulness.
The mindset about your environment you're going to carry to your next environment. You just said it. Yes, the people in the home make the home happy. I don't believe the people in your home are happy about being homeless and unstable for over a year. And the mindset that you are carrying to the next home, I think you're selfishly thinking about yourself and not your children. Their mindset matters too. She never thinks about her children. It's so gross.
Sense of peace comes from within, not the environment that you're in. While it's a
And that's bullshit because a sense of peace and gratefulness can definitely come from, it plays a part, the environment that you're in. It's hard to be grateful and find peace when you're 6 or 7 deep in a one-room hotel that is doubling as a shelter. Your kids have no room for privacy. Literally anything. They don't even... There's 7 of y'all using one bathroom. that's right next to the beds. Like, and this is the kitchen that is right off of that room. There is no peace to be had with 7 people in such a small space. And I get it. People go through tough times, and sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You're not doing everything that you can do. You refuse to get a job. In your situation, that's disgusting and selfish. And I get that your man works. Thank God, that's the bare minimum. You should be working opposite shifts. Because you made a choice to have this many kids and they depend on you because they cannot go work for themselves. And I'm sure that if they could, they would, just so they wouldn't have to be stuck in a hotel room. That's crazy.
Given that a better suited environment would provide endless benefits for my family, and you do.
This part kills me. She says out loud, a better suited environment would provide endless benefits for my family. And then she cuts it off right there. That's the only accountability that she says in this whole video. And then she goes off into a rant about you do you. Yes, you know a different environment would provide endless benefits for your family, and you still wake up every day and refuse to do that. Refuse to work towards it because you are so hung up on that viral moment that you had however long ago, and you crave being an influencer when the entirety of the internet has told you they don't want to see it. You don't have the numbers. They don't want you to be their influence. But you just can't let it go. Get a fucking job.
Do what you want to do with your children, but I'm not about to teach my kids to be shallowly materialistic with their life, okay? I'm not about to teach my kids that their value is wrapped up in the home that they live in, the clothes that they wear, the car that they drive. But I will teach them to give a middle finger to any.
I'm not going to teach my kids to be materialistic, which is ironic. Because the way that you're raising your children, they actually could become very materialistic because they did not grow up with anything of their own. You can raise your kids to be good people. They're still going to make their own choices. And it's not materialistic to want your own space. It's not materialistic to want a space of your own where your siblings aren't all over you, where your mom and her boyfriend aren't there 24/7. Like, that doesn't even make sense. You're not going to teach them to be all they can be. You're not going to teach them to work hard for the things that they want because that's not the example that you guys set. But you will teach them to give a middle finger to anyone that says otherwise. Super classy. Makes so much sense. Those kids will be lucky if they make it out of there without being a statistic of some kind. And you wake up every day and choose that. Because you want to be an influencer? Because you want to be a famous TikToker? You're not famous, you're infamous. There's a big difference.
Anyone who says otherwise, because those are shallow individuals who just don't follow a godly type of personality as it is, so fuck them. While God does give us the desires to want more for our life, he doesn't tell us to be uncontent with what we have.
Listen. I'm not a religious person. I don't practice organized religion. And I don't shun anybody that does. I do realize that having something to believe in is often the only thing getting some people through. And I can see why she's delving into her religion. Although I highly doubt she's going to church or doing any of that, you know. But you know what your good book also tells you? to be a good shepherd. That would mean you need to take care of your household, the people that are here because you chose to have them, and you aren't doing that. You should be content with what you have, and you should strive for better.
In fact, quite the opposite. He calls us to be grateful, be present. All things he's taught me
You can be grateful
heavily during this motel stay, and things I don't feel I would have learned had I not have gone through this. So yes, I'm grateful for being here.
You can be grateful and present. You're always present. You don't do anything. You don't go anywhere. So of course you're always present. And you can be grateful. It makes it seem like you think that people that have it more figured out than you are ungrateful. And that doesn't make any sense. That's your biased view because you like to go on the attack of people that are doing better than you. And I think that comes from a place of hatred of yourself and the situation you let yourself get into, and you need to maybe go to therapy. You attack people that have what you don't, but you're the one that's too lazy to get off your ass and do anything about it. I've raised many kids. I did it with not a lot of money. We moved a lot because of the nature of my husband's job. They didn't always get everything that they wanted, but they did always get everything that they needed. And that came first before anything. In your budget, you are buying items off of TikTok Shop, which I've seen a lot of people do videos and clock it. The things that you're buying to promote cost money. Some of them cost a lot of money. More money than any person that is minding their budget would spend on the hopes that they could make money from selling it to other people. Also in your budget is your weed habit, which I can't even believe is on the table in your situation. I have nothing against marijuana. I don't. If that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do responsibly as an adult, as a contributing member to society who handles their business. That shouldn't even be on your mind. Especially if you're in a motel room around all of these kids. It's irresponsible and gross and selfish. And that, I think, just about sums up everything I know about Stephanie Thompson. She truly is one of the worst mothers I have seen on these apps. The exploitation doesn't seem to stop. The hope to be an influencer, there's no end in sight for. But I really do hope that her kids make it out of this without being a statistic of any kind, other than like, a success story. That would be cool. But that's all I got for this one tonight, guys. Hope you guys have a good night and have a good week. If you guys liked this, go ahead and like and subscribe and leave me your comments. What do you think about the Resilient Jenkins? Do you feel like she's weaponizing religion? Because it kind of seems that way to me. But that's all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down.